Hi, I'm Don Martin, designer and builder of the Martin 16. What a great occasion this is today to be part of the celebration of the 25th anniversary of the Disabled Sailing Association of BC. There are lots of people that didn't think it would survive the first afternoon. Look what Sam's done for us. Before I got Sam's call, I'd hardly heard of Disabled Sailing BC. I knew that they had a number of boats here at Jericho Sailing that they used regularly, but I wasn't really familiar with the program at all. Boy, was that about to change. Sam wanted us to build some sailboats for him, and I said, well, of course, that's fine, that's what I do. But he had this boat called a Sunbird. I had a good look at the Sunbird. They had a few of them in Disabled Sailing BC at that time. And I had bad news for Sam. I told him that I could build him a boat, but I didn't think I could build the Sunbird. That's how the Martin 16 got started. Hey, I'm a designer. It's my job to think I can design anything. Well, the Martin 16 certainly put that thought to the test. I had to design a boat that was unsinkable, that could not capsize, that had extremely low sheet loads, very easy to steer. That's a tall order. I've been asked a million times, how did we get going on the design? Well, was it the keel, the sails, the hull, the fiberglass construction? No, it's all about people. The most important part of the design is the people. We had a seat for a disabled sailor and the second seat for an attendant or a coach. But most of the time when that second seat is getting used, it's for a friend or a companion, not for a coach or an attendant. And the parasailer will say to the person, keep your head down, do what I tell you, and you'll be all right. Perhaps the most unique aspect of the Martin 16 is the sip and puff system that we developed for use on the boat. And what this allows a tetraplegic sailor to do is sail the boat with no use of his hands or legs. He's sailing the boat basically with his mouth. By sipping, the sailor can bring the sails in or puff and puff them out, and he sips to steer to starboard or puffs to sail to port. One very important aspect of the sip and puff system is there's a big overhang on the edge of the hull to keep water from coming on board. If your mouth's full of water, it's pretty hard to sip or puff. The second fundamental feature is this deep drop keel. That makes the boat so that it cannot capsize thanks to 400 pounds of lead on the bottom tip of it. If the boat gets laid over in the water, it'll come right back up again thanks to the lead bulb on the keel. But of course, that lead bulb means that we have to have quite a bit of positive foam flotation to keep the boat afloat in case it fills with water. And the entire front of the boat and the back section are filled with solid foam so that if the boat's in a collision, that it still will stay afloat. Having the 16 going here after 20 years is a great joy for me, obviously. There's been many milestones along the way, but to come down here more than 20 years after we started going on this project and see people out on the water enjoying these boats, it's a great thing. But it's still all about the people. Without the people involved, promoting, volunteering, and the sailors, this program and the 16 would fall by the wayside. I learned from all these amazing people what it means to be able to sail independently without any assistance and take on wind and wave out there in English Bay.